What's going on YouTube? Yo, did you guys make money today? I'm not gonna lie, I was struggle bussing. I was not able to really do anything this morning. I had a lot of bad trades to begin with. Had to dig myself out of a hole. Yeah, it wasn't the best of my days. I hope you guys made money. Let me know down in the comments if you guys did, how much, what trades you guys took, your style of trading, and what made you go into those trades. I kind of want to see what my audience is into. But let's jump right into the trades that I took. So, right before we jump into that, I want to see exactly where I think we're going to be headed. This is the daily chart. We obviously have been pumping like crazy. We took all time highs. We're having a small rejection down. I sure do hope we continue to go down. I don't like being at all time highs. And the reason I don't like being at all time highs is because you don't have no levels to place. You don't know previous liquidity areas or spots that you might reject. A lot of people use Fibonacci extensions. I don't use Fibonacci extensions. I'm not really into using extensions. I just use retracements. But yeah, so let's jump into trade number one. Okay, so looking exactly at what happened to me, we're not gonna go over every single trade. I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. We struggled today. I took a total of, I want to say it was 16 trades, and it didn't go well for me. Oh, 15 trades. Took 15 trades today. We made money, but it's a break even in my books. Let's go over the first few, and I'll explain why I entered where I entered. So originally, after market opened, I I tried shorting. And I tried shorting because I saw the market looked bearish in my books. So when it looked bearish, at least for the first it was the first trade, it didn't go exactly to plan. I thought I was going to be able to sell down here into the fair value gap. Remember, I don't go for bangers, I go for base hits. So I was really just looking for a 15 point, 20 point drop off into the fair value gap. I was going to be one and done, call it a day. Didn't happen. It starts retracing. So I sold for a small loss, 135 bucks. Next is when the wicks start showing out. I should have been a lot more patient. I know I'm the one that preaches market structure shifts, and I didn't follow my own rules. But essentially, there's a series of trades right here where I keep going long and I keep getting wicked out. I got wicked out for $205. I got wicked out for 115, and I got wicked out for 250. These candles here just simply looked like they were going to go up, and then they'll immediately sell off. I would cut them. They would go up, and then again they would fall. I would cut them. I should have waited up until this candle here, so we could have got the market structure shift with these low or with these highs. But again, I didn't. If anything, I would have probably longed, and then I would have probably cut with this candle because seeing how it engulfed these two candles, it looked extremely bearish at the time. I don't know, man. It was really tough price action. It was really tough up here. I same thing. I tried shorting and it simply was not working out. It worked out in one spot, and this was my final trade. This trade right here. Or I'm sorry, it wasn't my final trade, but it worked out right here where I shorted because we came into a fair value gap. We're starting to displace lower. We're showing bearish momentum. We're going in even more. I double up in size, enter another one because this candle comes back up, retests the fair value gap, and starts showing signs of weakness. So I enter two of them. We ride it all the way down, and we sell down here at 87, which I believe was this low. Yeah, this low. I could have really held it even longer, but I'm glad I cut and I made the money that I made because the series of losses before this, I was already down $705. Now keep in mind, I'm trading 9 accounts. So $705 times 9 accounts. We're talking close to 7 grand here, guys. 6 grand. That's a lot of freaking money. So I cut it. I cut it once we hit these lows. Not a bad because that ends up putting us at minus $100. Once we're minus $100, that's a lot more reasonable. We could work with that. Being down about 1,000 compared to being down around 6,000. You guys get me? A lot more reasonable. That was our highlight of the day. This big trade down. We caught it. We saw the movement because we were trying to enter it here, but again, trying to enter just a little bit too early before the market structure shift happened. It could really bite you in the ass. Up here, I ended up just essentially over trading. Exactly, that's exactly what it is. I would try to long. I would win some, lose some, and what I thought was going to happen was I thought we were going to go up, break above the fair value gap, come down, retest the fair value gap, and go up. But I was struggling to read the price action today. I felt it very wicky. I felt volume was low. I don't trade with volume, but I decided to pull up the volume on the trade of a chart and down here, and I noticed that it didn't look as high as we should have been. And I think that could possibly be because we were near all-time highs. Maybe there wasn't that many people trading. The markets were indecisive. They didn't know if we were going to go up or down. So totally understandable. I should have probably sat on my hands. But after a series of win some, lose some, win some, lose some. This is the worst trading I've done in a while, by the way, too. Um, in this area, I was down $400. So remember, right here, I was down 100. Ended up losing an extra 300, so I'm down 400 in this series. Make it all back on this long here. I sold once we tapped up into this data highs. I could have probably held it all the way till we would have hit, I want to say that was previous New York high, but I sold at data highs, made some money back. I want to say we were only down like 200 at that time. And these are the last series of trades that I took that put us pretty much profitable. We are at highs, and I noticed that we started displacing lower. I decided to enter here on the market structure shift. Immediately, 11 seconds in, we catch a 10 point move down. I want to say it was like 9.75, and we cashed in for 190, 195 bucks. What was profitable on that was we were only down $19 at this point. 19 times 9, it's like 170 bucks or so, maybe something like that. I noticed that we broke through data highs. We came back up, retested data highs, and I entered another short. I didn't hold it for long though because of how wicky everything was. As soon as I saw us go into profit, I kind of spazzed out and said, you know what? It's green. This is going to put me positive on the day. I don't want to be in this no more. I don't want to be trading at all anymore for today. So I cut that trade and it put us green on the day. Here are the accounts. So to begin with, I was trying to make one of my accounts that I passed yesterday a PA account, but all morning supposedly that there was too many people trying to activate accounts on Tradeovate, and so I wasn't able to do that till like maybe 10 minutes before market close. So I finally got another PA. We're gonna be training that tomorrow. But I had an average of $28 ish, some 13, some 8. Wow, some 8. It's a break even day pretty much. Plans for tomorrow. For tomorrow, we are gonna be on a tight leash. The goal is to make 400. If we do not get 400, it's okay. I'm not going to take anything more than a $400 loss because if you look at our balance, we are at $3,200 in profit. In profit. Now, I plan to take a $2,000 withdrawal tomorrow after we get the 10th trading day. So in order for me to request that, we need to make sure the count stays above 2,600. So I'm not going to take anything more than $400 down. If it ends up being a bad day, I'm going to call it a quits, take my 2 grand withdrawal, and then Monday will be a brand new week. That is the plans. Um, if you guys want to see, here is all the 15 trades. 7 were winning, 8 were losing. We had a 46% win rate, barely came out green. Jesus Christ, this looks terrible. The best trade was a 370 win. 250 loss was the biggest. Here are the rest of the stats if you want to see them. And here's the kicker. Here are all the millions of trades. We just had a big series of bad trades to begin with. But you see how there was 4 bad trades and then a series of 2 winning trades that brought us green. And then it was essentially you lose a little bit, you win, you lose, you lose, you lose, you win, you win, you win. It was just terrible. Today was not the best day. But we live and learn. We're showing the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're showing that anybody could do this. We're going to be making a lot more than $100,000, I believe, because we're going to be taking 2 grand Friday. Once we get all these to PA accounts, I'm pretty positive I'm going to be able to do that. The money's going to multiply quick. We're going to be able to do this in a couple months. Just wait, see, trust the process. All right, guys, that's going to have it for today's video. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Oh, before I leave, please, if you make it this far in the video, like, comment. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. But if you like and comment, it pushes the algorithm and it pushes my video to more people. And I hope that this could reach more people so we could just start a little community and just talk trading. That's what I really enjoy. Many communities out there are stale, dry, people don't talk. So I'm just trying to build that. So let's help push this to the next person. All right, cool. Thanks. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.